Hey there, Kettle Corn cousins. This is Mitch, Welder Fabricator and owner of KettleCornSupplies.com. Last video I did, I talked about the bags. Today I want to talk about a little bit about the other questions I get a lot, which is where do you get the tents, where do you get the tables, and how do you do a hand washing station. Now, that's a lot to cover in one episode, but I'll try. As far as the tents go, the best place to go if you're cost minded is to go to Costco and buy one of those brand new white tents. Now, I don't like white. You go to these fairs, shows, and everybody has a white tent. You know they bought it from Costco. They all have the same brand name on it. But they're quite useful. They're very nice. They're very clean. They have all the sides on it and the top, of course, and they look really good. Problem is you don't stand out. So when you can, and they're under $200 and you get it all. A little bit of tent, you can go to Easy Up, Canopies, there's a bunch of places like that. But I've had customers look for tents, and I've bought tents from this company called, let me see if I can find it real quick here. It is California Palms, and it's called Calif. The website is Calif, C-A-L-I-F, P-A-L-M-S, califpalms.com. Now, when you get to their homepage, what you want to do is click on the link that says King Palms. It's like the fourth link down from the top left. King Palm, and then scroll all the way to the bottom. You're going to see one picture with 3 tents. You'll see the tops. There's a yellow one, a red, yellow, and then black. And they say Kettle Corn on them. Now, that's real important. You want to stand out, so you want a tent that's not white when you can. Now, these tents cost about, well, it says here $369 plus I'm sure there's some shipping. So $400, you're going to have yourself a tent. Now, the difference is, so it's twice as much, but it's colored, and it's not your typical looking tent. It has some nice little curved designs in it and trim. It has yellow, red, yellow or red printing on it. It says Kettle Corn. And when you're selling anything, labeling and merchandising and signage is really good. They also have other signs that you can buy on their website. If you just get on Google and click on images and you type in Kettle Corn signs, there are plenty of people out there that can get you these pre-made, very attractive Kettle Corn signs. You need to stand out. Even if there is no other Kettle Corn guy there, you need to stand out. It makes your product taste better by having good, clean merchandising. It literally does. Strange as it is, that's the psychology of sales. So give them a call. They give you a pretty good price. It's easy to spend $1,000 on a tent by the time you get all the little bells and whistles. That's why the $200 Costco ones are real well. Now, if you end up getting the Costco one, the only thing I really suggest is make sure you keep it clean. And it's hard with Kettle Corn because you have all that oils going up in there. That's why I like the color ones. They seem to stay a little cleaner a little bit longer. However, when they get to the point, usually it takes a year or 2 years, depending on how much you're popping, 3 years, they start getting a little black, a little faded. Get rid of them. And you can either sell it to somebody else on Craigslist or eBay, or use it like we do. I have 3 of these, and every time we go car camping, the tents go in the van and we go. And it's just really nice to pull up and put one of these tents up, and who cares if they're a little, slightly dingy at a campground, right? I've even put them up over covering the tent, just so that the tent doesn't get saturated as much. So they're kind of nice, and they do well in the wind. You can load them down. So anyway, find some other use for your tent is what I'm saying. Don't use the same dirty, grungy tent. And you're going to go to these shows. Go to one this weekend. Pick a show, a fair, carnival, anywhere. Go there, and you're going to see the bright, shiny tents, and you're going to see the dingy ones that they've had for 5 or 10 years. And you're just not going to want to go in them, whether they're selling food or not. It's just you don't want to go in there. You guys are cooking meat, and it looks like you're in some third world country. You're not quite sure you want to feed from them. So you don't want to create that kind of impression with your merchandising. And you may have the best, beef hamburger or Chinese food or whatever, or Kettle Corn on the planet. But because you merchandise it wrong and you look cruddy, people aren't going to buy from you as easily as they would unless they know you. If they know you, usually it doesn't matter as much, but it still matters, okay? So take that in consideration when you're doing tables or tents. Now with tables, that can be a little different. You can go to Costco or Walmart and they got those nice 8-foot tables. If you get a table, a front table, I have two. I have one fancy one I built, has a sink built in it and everything. And then I have a side table, and it's just a regular 8-foot table, and I go there. Now I'm going to build me another side table, make it fancy. But right now, I just have a regular 8-foot table. And whatever you do, and I don't know why it is, but it's a guy thing, I think. They just have the table there. Make sure you get a tablecloth. Just go to Walmart, go to some town, Bed Bath & Beyond, I don't care. Just get yourself a real nice plain tablecloth. It really makes a big difference. You can cover the whole table. You can put your extra popcorn, your supplies underneath there. It makes a big difference, and it gives you a good presentation on the side. Now, if you can afford it on the tents, get the little 3-foot side walls around the back, on the sides particularly. And you don't want people looking in from the back and seeing your mess. You want to be able to keep it clean. And I do like the short ones the best of overall. The big side ones where they can't see you, you want to be able to have people see you. They're not just there to come and get kettle corn. They're there to be entertained, okay? So keep your booth clean. Keep it accessible to people so they can see it, what you're doing. And remember to do your signage and your merchandising. Buy signs from them or on Google or some other place. Make sure you have good signage, good colors, and stand out. Alright, that's just the tip of the iceberg, but it'll get you going. If you have any more questions, give me a call at kettlecornsupplies.com. I'm on my website. The phone number's on my website. The phone number is 360-477-0257. That's Port Angeles, Washington. And I'll look forward to talking to you. I'll talk to you later, Kettle Corn Cousins. Now, I better get to work, alright? Alright, bye-bye.